What I'm a little bit concerned is, those people perhaps aren't already using the Navigator Pro. What would you say in regards to support for those people?
Well, it's looking at the things that it can do for them. It's a 24/7 access to a shop, so it's keys to the door to your local store, and you can go in and pull that stock. It's not just seeing what we've got, but being able to capture and take the stock that you need beforehand.
That's an interesting concept.
A really good one that we have is there's a couple of workshops. What they'll do is they'll wake up in the morning, they'll look through their jobs for the day while they're having breakfast at home, book all the parts, and because they're mobile, they'll go past the store. The second the door opens, everything's there.
So they already own the parts?
Yes. When you order a part in Navigator, it takes the stock off the shelf. Even if somebody's not physically in the building,
it for you.
Yep, it takes it off. Anybody can test it. Next time you send an order, hop straight back to that same part number, and you'll see the stock count go down because it's live.
So what time are they doing this?
We pick up the orders all through the day, but first thing in the morning is the busiest part. So if you get the orders in early.
Because I'm thinking about those workshops that are ordering at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and there's quite a few that are doing it. If there's people in their area and workshops that are ordering prior, they're at a disadvantage.
Yes, absolutely. And it's getting that stock, and so you've got the confidence. I know what cars I've got to move when I get into the shop. I need these hoists. I can plan my day because I don't have to second guess or worry about when the parts are showing up because I've gone through and I've booked and I've picked everything up.
That sounds like efficiency.
It is. And there's a whole bunch of other things that we put in place to really try and help drive that. So one that we did a few years back was rego search.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to make it easier to communicate. This is the car that I'm looking at. I know, so that way I know what parts I'm looking for instead of having to try and manually do it like the old way. And it's not foreign technology. Everybody does it now, but we were the first to push it into market. And it's those sort of things, just trying to help workshops really kind of pick up and build on the time that they're using and make it more constructive to their business rather than just wasting it. The other piece that we do is a lot of customization. You think about the smallest little things around. It's great I can see a list of parts, but I choose to use this brand over this brand. The system lets you choose your preferences, so it's always showing what you want to see first at the top, but not limiting you. If there's no stock or that brand doesn't supply that, there's still those secondary options, but you're keeping to those structures and those core brands that you choose to partner with as part of your business.
Well, it's interesting because I did actually try it out. I've got a 1963 Dodge Phoenix. Didn't work, right? But my 2019 Pajero, perfect. Everything came up. It was absolutely brilliant. So I really can see the value in being a workshop owner, but being able to get those parts early, like you mentioned, that has to be critical to the success.
And it is absolutely. And the other piece is the communication. How easy is it to state a handful of numbers, a number plate? A customer knows that, they see it's written on the front of the car, versus trying to explain it's a Holden Commodore, or it's a Ford Pajero. They're not always the most articulate, and at least that's a nice solid way for those common vehicles where there's a lot of divergence. The older stuff we haven't focused on because everybody can understand, and there's a lot of in-ground knowledge on those cars. You don't have to worry about them so much.
And that allows the connection of the workshop on an older car like mine, like my Dodge. It allows that connection to occur, to go, right, we've got to be really careful what we do here. And as the end user, I'm like, you understand.
Yep.
All right, what are some of the myths you've heard versus using Navigator Pro and calling the Repco store direct in regards to getting parts?